Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. We are in the middle of a crazy tech night, and we had so many good tech champions come into the game that we are doing polls and doing our best to figure out how high Lady D is going to climb. She was not in the poll 3 months ago. She is now at worst number 11, but I think we all have a feeling she's going to climb much higher than that. Right now, she's going up against the number 10 spot, Penny Parker, and she just destroyed Penny Parker in a matter of about 20 seconds. All right. Penny falls out of the top 10. She was in the top 10 for about 5 minutes. Now we will do Lady D versus the number 9 spot, Ghost. Hello, Ashton Bricks. Sorry, Penny got destroyed just as... Wow. Okay. Again, I gotta say, Lady D, I knew that a lot of you liked her, like me, but I didn't know it was this much. I mean, these things are like Michael Jordan going up against a Little League team. Okay. Now it's on to number 8. Wow. All right. Lady D just melted Ultron like Tony Stark. Lady D was not in the top 20 tech 3 months ago. She is now up to number 8 and still climbing. Again, we see how high she can rise. Here is the next poll. Also, if you're watching live, we are 6 likes away from 50. Let's get to that 50 like goal. The crazy thing about Lady D, we've seen champs rise. Like Shuri rose from number 8 to number 4, but she hit a couple of matchups that were kind of coin flips toward the end. Lady D has faced 0 resistance so far. She hasn't even been within 20% of the poll. That's how much the push for Lady D. All right. I feel like the community is coming together for Lady D. And as somebody that works very hard on these polls, and trust me, they're mainly a thankless job. People complain about them. They're not scientific. They're not trying to be perfect. They're just trying to be different. They're trying to give you a poll series based off of data that's different than my opinion, which honestly, given how little I'm able to play with newer champs, you shouldn't trust anyway on newer champs. Although my favorite new champions are Lady D and Toad, and I stand by that. Well, Lady D still wins a poll by over 30%. She was not in the top 20. She has now climbed to number 6. Now, will the 5 spot cause some sort of drama, or will she continue her ascent? Todd said, Lady D and the Shocker. I think I've seen that movie. Todd, that sounds like a very adult movie that a lot of people shouldn't see yet. Dale Simpson says, thanks for the polls, Prof. Hey, that's the first time anyone's ever thanked me for polls. And oh my gosh, for the first time, Lady D doesn't come out up 30 to 40% against iDoom. It is a coin flip at 51-49 if you're watching live. Vote on this poll. This will be the results for 3 months on this channel. And so, if you're new to this, 42 votes in, 50-50. That means 21 votes for Lady D, 21 votes for iDoom. Once it gets to 5 to 6%, that's when we call it. The first time somebody goes up by 5 to 6%, that's where it stays for 3 months. And iDoom stopped Lady D's rise barely. Lady D is up to 6, Shocker 7. Some of you just predicted that, which is kind of interesting. Okay, now we've got to go with Mr. Newly Buffed second suggestion. And by the way, Big Dog Ace, Nimgod won the poll against Warlock, so that's why he stayed up. T. Davis, some people still use iDoom so much. I don't. I wish I did, though. Manriquez turned him from iDoom to Idiom, which is a very different thing. Oh my gosh. Y'all who hate Ghost can confidently say that for the first time ever, and I still expect to get a lot of hate for this, Ghost is out of the top 10 of the tech class. She is now number 11. Wow. And the Ghost purists are going to send me more hate mail than ever before, but I am just passing on the knowledge that I have acquired through the poll series, and now let's see what happens. Big Dog Ace says, finally. Joel says, Iron Man straight trash. Alright, wow. Well, OG Iron Man is number 10. And now we've got to do this. We've got to go Ghost versus the next option down. By the way, thank you for hitting the like button, everybody. If you're watching live, we have to over 50 likes. That's amazing. If you like the poll series, we only do it 1 week every 3 months, and we will be doing this every night until we have the final top 20 poll, which I'm going to scroll all the way to the right of this Google Doc to show you. This was the top 20 poll from October. Hercules, Doom, Hulkling, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Archangel, Nick Fury, Nimgod, Scorpion, Human Torch, Kitty Pryde, Kingpin, Rentra, Gallon, Apocalypse, Black Widow, Clairvoyant, Absorbing Man, Warlock, Valkyrie, Domino, and Jugs. And if you don't think that's going to change at the end of the week, you do not know our community. That's kind of what's fun about this, is how much things can change in 3 months. Alright, so Ghost holds on to that spot. We're going to do this. Alright, Stephen Burris, I promised you I would do this. Don't say I didn't listen to you. Brooklyn Blaze says, Future Ant-Man, Nimgod, Shuri. Saiyan Over has requested we do a top 7-star poll on Saturday. So not this Saturday because it's its own poll night, but maybe, would you all be interested in doing a new poll for the poll series? Best 7-star champ of any class? Would that be something you all would be interested in voting on? What's up, Jason Fischel? Never apologize for being late. You are right on time. Oh my gosh, Q is alive. All right, y'all. This is a democracy, not a dictatorship. And we will add after this poll series is over. And the 7-star one's going to be a lot easier than this. So we can do the 7-star poll every month, maybe once a month. Because it's just one night. And then we can do the class-based polls once every 3 months. Manriquez, I don't know enough about relics to do a poll on those. I just have zero confidence in that. Also, Sam Wilson and Red Skull are 50-50? The poll nobody saw coming. Nobody saw coming. That is shocking. All right, y'all, while we're letting this poll finish out, is there anybody else? And sorry, 6% hit Stephen Burris, but we will put him down still. Anybody else that you feel like we really need to vote on before we end this class poll? Vision. Let's do that. Viv really does... I don't think last time we voted on Nebula, we voted on Silver Centurion. I don't think any of that's changed. Alright, you Viv Vision fans, this is for you. Good night, Steven. I'm sorry. I know you're disappointed, but I tried. Holy cow. Viv Vision just phased Ghost into the stratosphere. That was fast. Alright, Ghost has fallen. And she can't get up. Ghost has fallen. She was like number 3 when we started this a year ago. She's now number 12. Now here's gonna be a fun one. Viv Vision versus OG. We'll kick rocks, and I feel like that's more than just a phase. Big Dog Ace is committed to voting against Ghost every time. Oh, that's good. Wow. Alright, for the people who thought that OG Iron Man belonged in the top 10, he lasted less than 10 minutes because Viv Vision just phased him into a new dimension. OG Iron Man no longer is a top 10 champ. He falls to number 11, which is still pretty dang good. Alright. I have a new vision for this top 10 list. It includes Viv. This has been, I think, less controversial, more fun. The only thing controversial so far is that future Ant-Man barely edged out Shuri. And if you'd asked me before what I thought Shuri would have won by double digits. But not anymore. Alright. Viv Vision has just jumped Ultron. I'm so glad that you all wanted me to vote on this for you. This is why this is a community poll. Wow. Also, shout out to everybody watching this live. Well, shout out especially the people who clicked on this after and just want the data. This is how we're recording this in real time, but you missed the first about 25 minutes of polls because I don't want this video to be an hour long, even though the YouTube algorithm would say make it an hour long. Not worth your time. If you're watching live, it is, but not if you're not. So we just like to kind of give the final polls and then round it out. All right, Viv Vision still has not faced stiff competition, internet phrases. But... I have a feeling, maybe, that's about to change, because some of you are obsessed with Shocker. And now, we'll see who you like more. I'm feeling really good about this poll. Now, in 3 months, we could feel totally different about it. But right now, it's a good series. Citra Hop says, Omega Sentinel's not appreciated enough. I mean, top 10 still really good. Like, really, really good. Alright, this is the first time that Viv Vision has met a 50-50 split. 34 votes in, 17 for Viv Vision, 17 for Shocker. This is the toughest test yet. What up, Jive? Good to see you. And Shocker holds her off. So those Shocker purists can breathe a little easier. Okay, so to round out the tech poll for the next 3 months, Nimgod held on number 1, Warlock 2, Future Ant-Man 3, Shuri 4, iDoom 5, Lady D 6, Shocker 7, Viv Vision 8, Omega Sentinel 9, Ultron 10, with a couple honorable mentions going to OG Iron Man and Ghost. I'm not saying that this is a poll that you should agree with. My top 10 would look a whole lot different for who I use. But this is the data that we've collected, and I think we do this 4 times a year. It's about how often it should be. So if you're watching live, stay tuned. Now we were going to open some crystals. If not, thanks for watching.